I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Mariota now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Tighten it.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. No.
Throwing is Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Jaguars nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw Mariota. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
A pickup of 18 yards. It's now 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, Mariota. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Caleb Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Locke to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
Blue end. Mike 34. You run. One. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
61, match box, fight. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Here we go. Ready? 50, plant.
Through one quarter, 14-7, our score.
On the ready. Fair.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Running his Barber, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Locked to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the 36, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They go play action. Mariota looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a carry for Lindsey. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10 to Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Mariota. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A huge play there for Denver. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
70, Indy. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey. Go out.
They run with Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
30 base. Go. Here I come again.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, go. Hey, Delta. 57, Mike, 57.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Hey.
Check 43.
Hey, Haywood.
We got to get the ball. See, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Sit up. Go. Look at me. Go. Set, go.
A little flare.
And that'll set them back 5. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Shit.
Now Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
On the double. Greystone travel. Hey, box drop. Fire.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half here. Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
94. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Same. Slam.
General West. Big grip.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Yep. Orbit.
They do go for it. It's Locke. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside. Yards, a big play there on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
18 Gator.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jalen Hurd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play fake. Mariota. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Win the rep. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
55's my guy, 55. Come on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And then his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now this throw caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mariota on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ty Montgomery. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And a brain brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter. What we found out so far, 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Locke now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw it is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A give, running right, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. 15, check back 15.
Lock to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
C6. Hey, lock it. Now.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Go! 15, Lonnie. 59.
Minus 50.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it'll bring up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's locked. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not